Hello and welcome back once again. It has been a while since we last recorded because schedules are hard to keep, but...
We were busy driving the tanks over there.
Oh, I wish. Last time, we dealt with the monster quest and also collected our basalts, and then reported in at the military base here. Aurochs Canyon Fort, I believe. And I guess this time, first thing to do is just to go back to the city.
Wait. What is the meaning of this?
What?
Machias?
If we were on the border with Crossbell or the Republic, maybe I could understand. But why does the Provincial Army here need state-of-the-art tanks? Not to mention anti-air defenses and countless other fortifications.
That is a really good question.
It's utter madness!
Machias.
He makes a good point.
Can you truly be so ignorant? This is the reality of the present situation within the Empire. Tensions between Osborne's reformist faction and our noble faction grow worse by the day. Though admittedly, it's been happening mostly under the surface, away from the eyes of the general populace. But this is just one of the many ways that conflict is manifesting itself.
I'd heard rumors, but...
No doubt my father was the one who ordered these fortifications. I have no intention of giving any comments of my own on his decision, but if you wish to lodge a complaint, I'm quite happy to listen. So?
No, it's fine. The sun's going down. We should get back to Berehard.
yeah.
Let's go then.
Interesting. I am very
Do
curious.
pay heavy attention to that.
I'm very curious to
Honestly.
see as to where the whole political tension stuff will end up going.
I love how Eustace did handle that.
This asshole again?
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
No, thank you. I don't think we can realistically afford to fight anything right now, because we don't have Reen, and Eustace is down. That sounds like an air raid siren.
Definitely.
Uh-oh.
We didn't even get that far. I guess we're going back.
I should be reading these, hold on. Shit. That looks awfully familiar.
Ugh. Ugh. You won't know until later, but
Oh.
Sorry,
What
my
was
throat-
that? Are birds like that? Machias, please. Are birds like
Like
that
a
common
bird.
here? Imbecile, that was no bird. Looked like someone was riding on it. Yeah, I think it was a child, actually. What? Are you certain? Going by build, yeah. I didn't get a good look at the face, so I can't be 100% sure, but I think so. Unbelievable. I'm very confused.
Good.
Because the character that was riding on looked a lot like those training dummies. Lord Eustace, were you on your way back to Berehard? What is all this commotion? What is the meaning of that siren? Well, you see, moments ago we became aware of an intruder in Auroch's fort. You don't mean the silver thing that flew past us? You saw it? Which direction did it go? It flew off to the southwest mere moments ago, at a rather significant speed. Damn, if you'll please excuse us. Do take care, Lord Eustace.
Oh, now you're thinking about that. Now I'm thinking about Machias saying that's a bird. Reminds me of this one video of this skit from a guy where this guy is like, do the bird call things, and it sounds like robot and stuff like that. And the guy's like, oh, what's that bird? or something like that near the end. And then I'm very terrible at explaining this, but at one point, the other guy goes, "Caw, caw," has a bird call and goes, "No, wait, that's not a bird." I'm not saying that.
Oh boy.
Hold on, let me find it.
It would do no harm to mention this incident in our report. It is noteworthy after all. Yeah. On another note, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin the front line. Okay, that's nice. Are you certain? You're the one who's dead, Eustace. I find it hard to believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution? I'm pretty sure I don't. I just think Emma's grandmother's medicine was really effective. Yes, that must be it. I'm just glad you're alright. Rain can now be placed in the active battle party. What's more English? It's gotta be at least once every episode, huh? If you wish to set him as the leader, place him back in the party via the camp menu.
How about we all learn a different language and then use that language so that we don't speak English anymore?
Lord.
Trash at it.
Let's see, where's tactics? There we go. And now we will make our way back. The music still absolutely rules here. Honestly, Xenoblade energy.
Oh, when you okay, you haven't gotten to certain tracks, but when you get to certain tracks, you're like, okay, this was like Xenoblade. Fun fact: the person that worked at Falcom, I think later than quit. And okay, one of the people that worked on Xenoblade originally worked at Falcom.
Interesting. I suppose it makes sense.
So, yeah.
We're finally back. My feet are killing me.
There's certain things from Xenogears they take heavy inspiration from, but I cannot say it.
I still need to play Xenogears, honestly. Back to cheery music. Just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thank goodness for that. I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. Whatever that strange flying object was, it doesn't seem to have come anywhere near the main thoroughfare. Or, thoroughfare? I'm not familiar with that word. At least.
Thoroughfare.
Fortunately not. The city wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. We should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. There's a lot to put in our daily reports today, after all. Indeed. We can figure out how to best summarize the day's events over dinner.
Dinner was decent today.
I have not had dinner yet today. I should do that after.
Yeah. I've been on this thing for the past few months where I'm like, I want something new, but we don't have anything. Oh, we could. No, not yet. You gotta report a side quest.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Let's see. That would be over there, yes. Hello again, dog.
Yeah. I've been in that mood of like, I need something new. I'm tired of eating like stuff I've tasted before, and I've been on that mood for past few months now.
Thank you
That's why
very
I'm
much.
Glad that I'm able to cook and everything, so I want to do something like that. I just cook myself something I haven't made before.
Allow me to hand over this as your reward, then. Silver
Have you heard
hourglass.
of my cooking curse, CL?
I have not.
I can't. If I ever cook something, or it's using anything, somehow it ends up in flames.
Literal
goes
anime
everywhere.
character.
One time this happened like 2 or 3 times in this house I'm living at is I put some in the oven, suddenly smoke everywhere.
Fun. That's... Father. Huh? What?
Uh-oh.
I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Although I'm here but for a short time. Oh, Jesus. Give me a sec. Although I'm here but for a short time, I, Eustace, have returned to... Enough. To Calbarea.
I can feel parental neglect.
As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Albarea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my class? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted. I need water again, jeez.
Well, Eustace tried at least.
What was that all about? See, that's not really... That was the almighty Duke Albarea, was it? The head of one of the 4 great houses and the man in charge of the entire province? Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Eustace? I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and then find something to eat? That sounds good to me. I'm starving.
See, you should have ate dinner.
At this point, Reen and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then, after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the Central Plaza for dinner. Please, for the love of God, be voiced.
Hopefully it's not voice so you can suffer.
Oh, thank God.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
But what if you
Agreed.
spoke over them anyway?
No.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I like how this entire series
do.
has devolved into bullying
The chef has been
Mario.
good to me since
Oh,
I
it was
a
always
child.
going to be that from the start.
I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too. Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Spoiled.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same
These are the
conversation in
things. Oh
our
my
group last
God.
month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celtic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well,
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
we are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
Oh
Is that who I think it is?
no. Of course it is.
Yes, welcome
It's
back.
you.
My boy!
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ah, it's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Oh, his voice actor is so good.
I love
He's
this
having
guy.
fun.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
Oh, so much better than I could ever hope to do.
I most certainly will. Though it
That's the
truly
thing.
is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel.
He said the thing. Sing.
I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end, be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
I hope we see so much more of him.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated, almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble, like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object? We've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well,
Next thing you know, the cat's
tomorrow's
gonna
the end
show
of our
up.
stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
I know it's weird for me that I had this feeling, but I feel very nostalgic just hearing this OSTs and stuff like this again.
Makes sense.
I've spent so much of my time playing all these games. I don't want to find a funny that they're sleeping upwards. I expect them to kind of have different sleeping positions, but like, you know,
Can't get to sleep?
old game.
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Shit,
I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
What?
My brother and I have
Okay.
different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago.
Oh.
In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
That changes things.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
What was
don't
that
know how to
animation?
respond to that.
Oh my god.
That's how covers work in this world.
I wasn't
Guess it's
expecting
a
you to
budget
see
there.
through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Here, here. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
I'm guessing a certain someone was awake during all of that.
Oh, he'd have to have been.
Yep.
Obviously. Yep.
Yep.
Like, they
Now
had his
you got
back
better-
turned to them for a purpose.
Yeah. Now we have a bit more into info about Eustace.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
And it does explain the reaction that
I've got a
his
little
father
reward
had
here
when he
for
asked
you.
if he'd be willing to greet his classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up the good work.
I was honestly not expecting that reveal. Though now I'm even more intrigued as to what we'll see with Reen's backstory.
See, I was expecting something more along the lines of he's the second son, so because of that, he's not as important
Yeah.
as his brother. Not
And
the
also
fact that they had
bastard,
entirely
so-
different mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Field study envelope May. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see what my brother's given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Field study day 2, assigned tasks. Okay, let's see. Bite of nostalgia. I'd like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients. I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Sorcière, a restaurant in the Central Plaza. Hammond.
I talked about nostalgia. I talked about nostalgia a few minutes ago.
Alright. We have received word that a dangerous monster roams the North Croydon Highway. This is bad news for our hotel, so may I ask someone to please take care of it? Monster Venus Mantrap. Huh. Location, the stone building leading towards Celtic on the Northern Croydon Highway. Okay. Another
Venus
well-balanced
Mantrap
assortment.
sounds very scary.
Yeah. You know, wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We only have one day left before he must depart on a return voyage to Trista. We should set out as...
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat
Oh
link.
no.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Machias, please.
Stop talking.
Oh, these two are great.
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
He said the thing.
Yeah.
Very well.
Good.
I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
I doubt that.
But
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
So we're not gonna have Eustace in our
Gladly,
party.
sir. Please excuse us.
So, I'm gonna get this away since it's extremely funny.
Well, let's get started.
But there's a
We
hidden
wouldn't want to
quest.
give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Okay, a hidden quest. We will go after that.
Certainly
We will
not.
go after that, of course.
Still.
Because this one's way too funny to.
Yeah.
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Just stop that! Just stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes, raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I love C.
Freezing, right?
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Holy shit, there was a lot of ha-has this episode. Oh, good lord. So, hidden quest.
Hidden quest time.
It's back at the fortress thing.
Really?
Yes, but this one's very worth it.
Alright, alright.
It introduces you to one of the best characters in the entirety of Trails.
Alright. But first
Oh
things
boy, I'm
first.
excited to see that.
Let's, I still barely have any Mira. Wonderful.
At least we're not broke. Or,
I suppose.
Or homeless.
I mean, you can still step it.
Oops. Okay, let's see. Fire roots. Strength plus 10 prevents freeze. Where's weapons? Would that be not you, I don't think.
Upstairs.
No. Okay.
Second floor?
Though
That's what I
realistically, I
would
probably
say.
need more defense than... Yeah. 249, 262. Oh boy.
Holy hell. You should buy these.
Yeah, I should definitely be upgrading a bit here.
You have no money.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, I don't have enough for any of them, jeez. Well,
Wait,
that's
you
a
can
bit of a
actually step
problem.
it?
I just did, so no. And it's not like I can really tell much. Well, oh well.
Time to grind.
Soon, I
Keep
suppose.
keep telling him to grind, but you know he's never gonna grind.
Let's just say I won't go behind you guys back and record, or, well, not necessarily even record, just do a whole bunch of off-screen grinding between now and next episode.
If we're
Good
behind
mind.
a week, you can just release that grinding video.
Real.
Hey, actually, it is on me for getting sick.
Well, I mean, I was also just really slow to edit last episode.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff I still need to edit.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, to date ourselves, happy March 31st, everybody.
Yep, and in a few hours, it's gonna be April 1st.
Expect this to come out in a week from recording, but no promises. I just
This
tend
will
to
be
not
coming
make
out
promises.
April 28th.
It will not.
We are going to release episodes out of order.
No. I'm not
worry,
doing that.
Don't worry, I have this thing that will make a Mario edit.
I might just not do it out of spite.
Not edit, and then just release the clip as is.
That one looks annoying.
I'm
Watch
not going
out.
to do that because I need to touch up the audio every single episode because microphones. And we finally made it back here.
Okay, you see that NPC?
I do.
Talk to him.
Wait.
So this is apparently someone who Mikhail knows.
Oh my god!
Alright, can I? Alright. I don't want Mario to voice this one. It's either have to be Mikhail or me, because this one character is the character we and Mikhail know.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
I want to do this one. So this is whatever fort. And wait, how did I end up here? Why do these things keep happening to me?
Is something the matter?
You're my messiah sent by angels to save me, aren't you?
Oh, Lord. I'm not quite sure how you reached that conclusion. You don't seem like you're part of the provincial army, are you? What are you doing here?
I'm lost. Completely lost. I'll be fine though. No worries.
That's a rather positive outlook for someone who's completely lost. Who is he? Just talking with this man is making my head hurt.
Well, at times like this, it just seems logical to try and stay positive, no matter what. I think I may have reached my limit. I think I may have reached my limit to that, however.
Clover having an English moment. That's unfortunate. How did you get here to begin with?
Well, I'll happily tell you, but fair warning. It's a truly moving tale of hardship and woe. I hope you've got some boxes of tissues handy. Shall I begin?
Oh, Lord. I think we'll pass.
Aw, come on.
Is there a short version?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, to tell you the truth, there's really not much to say. I wandered out here onto the highway for a bit, for a change of pace, and happened to spot a rare butterfly, so I chased after it. And suddenly, I found myself halfway through along the Grand Canyon path, or not Grand Canyon, the Canyon path, surrounded by monsters.
You dumbass.
So I ran, barely escaping with my life, and I turned up here. Well, English. The end.
I see. That sounds like quite a predicament. As weird as this guy is, I don't think we can just leave him here like this, all in good conscience. Conscience. Oh boy. Well, I guess we have to escort him. If you'd like, we'd be willing to escort you back to Berea.
Really? You would? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're such nice people. I wish those nasty provincial army soldiers were more like you.
Something happened.
Well, I went over, asked if one of them could escort me back to the city. But they just said that if I made my way here, I can get myself back the same way. Some people are just so cold-hearted, aren't they?
Yes, I shouldn't tell him I was thinking the same thing. I believe we all were.
Looks as though the goddess hasn't offended me after all, though. Not if she was kind enough to send you my way.
Should we be going then?
Of course, Barrett, here we come.
Quest the Lost Traveler started. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
You just take back.
Oh my god, he's
by the
actually in
way.
our party.
Yep.
So, if you don't know this, Anton is an NPC from the Sky games, the Crossflow games, and he's in every single Trails game.
Makes sense.
I had a feeling
That one looks
as
annoying.
to that. They do the same
Watch out.
thing in Trails. What was it? Tales series.
Trails, tails,
With
same word,
recurring
not
character.
really.
Similar. Yeah, there's always a recurring character in those.
I still gotta finish Arise.
Apparently, same thing for the Atelier series, since there was an NPC I encountered in one of those that I found out was also in like every other game.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's sort of
Anton
like a general thing that seems to happen for JRPGs with
Oh.
multiple games in the series.
Hold up, please. I'm sorry, but would you mind giving me a moment? Like, Anton is based off of Kondo, the president of
Oh,
Bachman's
okay.
friend.
Not a problem at all. Are your legs getting tired?
Oh no, that's not it. I was just gazing at the valley beneath this bridge. And I thought this might be a good opportunity to calm myself down a bit.
What were you going to do?
You just let me worry about that. It'll only take a moment, I promise. I might make a bit of noise though, so please don't panic.
I see?
Uh-oh.
What is he planning on doing?
Uh-oh.
Alright then.
I knew it. I knew it.
Whoa, how far does this valley go? No, I'm not going to let that scare me. Perish the thought.
Oh boy, here we go.
I hate anniversary festivals.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
This is the thing he does.
Huh?
I thought he was going to jump.
I didn't think he was
No,
gonna
no.
jump. I was
Scared the
expecting to
crap out of
yell
me.
something.
No.
But what?
He screams his heart out whenever it's in an open area. He does that.
I respect
Much
it.
better. Shall we be off, dude?
What in the hell? Did I mishear you when you said you were going to calm yourself down? I think the best thing to do right now is probably just pretend none of this ever happened. What the hell?
He does that. A lot.
And-
Like, I was expecting him to yell in the void, but what? What does that even mean?
I mean, he did,
Sky.
but context. Sky context.
To announce future plans, I do intend on Let's Playing the Sky games at some point. Probably a solo thing, though, unless people want to join. That'll be decided much later, though. Oh, I'm so confused by that, though.
You need Sky
And John,
context for that,
this is-
but yeah.
This Iton's so great. I made it. I actually made it back alive. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Sorry. I really have no idea how to make this up to you all. Oh, if it isn't Ricky!
Ricky!
Ricky! Hey, come on, let me introduce you to my good friend Ricky.
Hey, Anton, you sure took your sweet time.
You never believe what happened to me. But try to guess my story. My story is, I made it back here, all thanks to the help of these guys here.
Right. I think I get what happened. Something terrible happened shortly after you left town, at which point these people came along and helped you.
Haha, you knew you would. I knew you would understand, old buddy.
This Ricky person doesn't exactly seem normal either. They do say that birds of a feather flock together. I'm more amazed at the fact that they both seem completely calm despite all that's happened.
Something tells me this is not the first time or the last time it will happen.
Nope.
Kind of funny to watch, though. You guys really are a bunch of good Samaritans, aren't you? Allow me to thank you as well. It takes some real guts to stick with him the whole way.
You guys really are my saviors. Oh, I know, let me give you this for all you've done for me. It's really popular over in Crossbell.
Happy Mission. I should check the accessories I've been given. Thank you. I assume both of you are traveling together then? Did you come from Crossbell? Nah, we're from Liberal. We were just staying in Crossbell for a while as part of our trip.
Yeah, we've both been traveling for a few months now. We only got here to Erebonia about a week ago. Now we're planning on making our way to a new destination.
Right. So you'll be resuming your journey through Erebonia?
Yep, that's the idea. But that's not all. One day, I'll find my true self after all this traveling.
Or so he says, but he's almost out of money to actually do any traveling. He'll have to prioritize searching for a job over searching for himself soon.
Well, that's true, but...
Are these two actually friends?
Anyway, thanks so much for your help.
We'll catch you later. Right.
Love it.
Well, that was one of the quests of all time. And I think...
It was amusing.
I think that also marks a pretty good spot to end it for this week. So, next time we will head off to deal with our other official quests that we've been assigned. We will see you all then.